Imagine a serene lakeside camping trip turning into a horrifying scene of a brutal crime. Welcome to the Curious Culture Club, where we dive into the chilling mystery of the Lake Bodom Murders. Nestled in the heart of Finland, Lake Bodom was the site of a notorious unsolved crime that transpired in the summer of 1960. The tranquility of the picturesque setting was shattered when four teenagers, eager to enjoy a night under the stars, set up camp on its shores. The dawn, however, unveiled a scene of horror. 3 out of the 4 friends were found brutally murdered, while the 4th lay severely injured, barely clinging onto life. The case, known as the Lake Bodom Murders, has since been etched into the annals of criminal history, its chilling narrative resonating across decades. The sheer brutality of the crime, coupled with its unsolved status, has fueled countless theories and speculation. 4 teenagers went camping, but only 1 survived. The question remains, who committed the Lake Bodom Murders? Now delve into the details of the crime that shook Finland and still baffles investigators to this day. The victims, 4 teenagers, were camping on the shores of Lake Bodom on that ill-fated night in June 1960. 2 boys and 2 girls, all full of youthful exuberance, unaware of the horror that awaited them. By dawn, 3 of them were brutally murdered, while 1 miraculously survived, albeit with severe injuries and memory loss. The crime scene, a tranquil lakeside-turned nightmare, was a chilling sight. The killer had struck with such ferocity that even seasoned investigators were taken aback. The victims' tent was shredded, their bodies bearing the gruesome signs of a violent struggle. Oddly, the murder weapon, a knife, was left at the scene, its blade smeared with the victim's blood. Yet despite the brutality of the crime, the killer left behind few clues, making the case even more perplexing. With minimal evidence and a mysterious survivor, the list of suspects began to grow. As with any unsolved crime, theories abound. The Lake Bodom Murders are no exception. In this convoluted mystery, numerous suspects were considered and theories were formed. First, let's talk about the enigmatic figure, the kiosk man. He was a local who reportedly acted peculiarly after the murders. His suspicious behavior, coupled with his proximity to the crime scene, painted him as a potential suspect. Yet his alibi was solid, and no concrete evidence was found linking him to the crime. Then came the theory of the jealous boyfriend. Niels Gustafsson, the sole survivor of the massacre, was put under scrutiny. Was it possible that a love triangle had escalated into a deadly confrontation? Gustafsson's injuries, however, were severe, and it's hard to imagine he could have inflicted them on himself. Also, why would he kill his friends? This theory, while intriguing, raises more questions than it answers. Next, the spotlight fell on the notorious serial killer, the Helsinki Strangler. He was active during the same period, and his violent modus operandi matched the brutality of the Lake Bodom Murders. Yet there was no direct evidence linking him to the crime scene. The theory of his involvement, therefore, remains speculative at best. Lastly, we have the theory of an unknown assailant. Could it have been a random act of violence by a passing stranger? This theory is as plausible as it is unsettling, reminding us that sometimes evil strikes without reason or warning. Each suspect brings a unique angle to the story, each theory a different lens through which to view the crime. Yet none provides a definitive answer. The motives are questionable, the alibis are sturdy, and the evidence is scarce. The case is a jigsaw puzzle with missing pieces. With so many theories and suspects, the truth seems elusive. So who could have committed such a heinous crime? Despite numerous investigations and theories, the Lake Bodom Murders remain unsolved, a chilling testament to the complexity of true crime. This baffling case from the tranquil shores of Lake Bodom has kept us on our toes, hasn't it? We've delved into the unsettling details of the victims last night, scoured the Blood Street crime scene, and examined the various suspects and their potential motives. Yet the truth seems just as elusive as that fateful June morning in 1960. Could it be a random act of violence, a premeditated murder, or perhaps a crime of passion? The evidence points in several directions, each more perplexing than the last. Theories abound, but questions remain. The Lake Bodom Murders are a grim reminder of the intricate labyrinth that is a true crime investigation. The mystery of the Lake Bodom Murders still hangs in the air, as haunting as the silent waters of the lake itself. Can you solve the enigma?